Took the longest trip of our season this year as we headed out to Indiana University to race against the Eastern Division of the Great Lakes Valley Conference. Most of these schools, Indianapolis, Southern Indiana, Bellarmine, were teams that we'd never seen before. Missouri S&T was also in competition, but we've had the opportunity to compete against them earlier in this season and in years previous. So that was our first and foremost our goal was to compete against them and see how we measure up head-to-head as we go into the Great Lakes Valley Indoor Championship next week. That event will be hosted by Wisconsin Parkside, and we'll race at Kenosha, Wisconsin. So some highlights from the meet. Great performance all in all. I think everyone that was there, we didn't travel our full team. We traveled most everyone, but we didn't travel everybody. But everyone that went competed very, very well. Some of the highlights, senior Sarah Shippey placed 4th in the 60-meter hurdles. Senior Alex Hughes was 4th in the long jump, and then also 10th in the 200-meter dash. In the 200 was his fastest time he'd ever run, 22.7 seconds indoor, fastest indoor time. And then his long jump, 7.06 meters, which is 23 feet 2 inches. That was his second best jump indoor ever. Logan Petz was chasing after 600-meter record. Didn't quite get it, but he did come out with a 5th place finish overall. Christina Pratt, who is actually a volleyball player who came on and walked on for us this year. She's competing in the long jump and the triple jump, doing very well in the triple jump for us. She was 6th in the triple jump with 34 feet and 1.5 inches. Jess Connery has stepped up big lately. Last week she won the 5K race, and this week she won her heat in the 3K, again setting a new personal best by about 45 seconds. She ran 10:29, 10 minutes 29 seconds, just shy of Sarah Breedlove's school record of 10:25. And I have a feeling the way Jess is running right now that record may fall this year. So another great highlight was our women's 4x400 meter relay team. They set the indoor record at our first meet at K-State in December, and that foursome raced well again, and despite having some bad handoffs, broke the record again. So I'd say the highlight of the meet, though, overall was Brittany Riley. She's a senior for us, and she placed 7th in the weight throw, and it was a big toss for her. Her best mark ever, and that mark actually moves her up to the 2nd place in the conference performance list, just a couple inches behind number 1. So she's throwing really well right now. She still has a lot of things she can tweak before next week, so I expect to see big throws out of her and the rest of our crew. All in all, a lot of PRs from, like I said, all of our throwers, all of our sprinters, all of our jumpers. We really stepped up big. And the other thing is this was the longest trip we took, and so it showed that our athletes can handle the long bus ride, get into the meet, and taking care of business the way they need to. Despite some bumps in the road, it's been really good. You know, we've had some weird illnesses. We've had some folks, with it being such a warm winter, we've had some folks with allergies, and talking to other coaches, you know, we're not some unique victims here. You know, this is going across everywhere. I think it's just one of those things that goes around. You know, when you have kids living in dorms, they get sick, and it goes around quick. But aside from some odd illnesses and some odd injuries, that you know, we're bouncing back and we're doing really well. I feel good about going into the conference meet next week.
Parkside's another long trip. What's your travel schedule going to be for that?
You know, we're going to leave Wednesday after classes. You know, we try to avoid missing classes as much as possible. In fact, I think I get more grief from the students about missing classes than I do the professors. They're very dedicated student athletes, and so that's a great thing. You know, sometimes it's a headache for me, but it's great. I'm proud of that, and I like that. But we'll leave Wednesday after classes, drive halfway, drive the rest of the way Thursday morning, then get a chance to do a practice at the track, see the facility, settle in, and then competition will start first thing Friday morning, and we'll go all the way through Friday, all the way through Saturday, and then we'll turn around and come home Saturday night, and hopefully with a few more medals in hand.